Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Ragin Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store for you today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Louisiana Ragin Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ragin Cajuns will kick it away first. And he's going to run it back. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Throws for the tight end. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on first and 10. They go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Pena. Makes the catch and knocked down.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, right? You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a first and 10. He'll keep it himself. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here's the give off the left side. And the Ragin' Cajuns get enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I win it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 4. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Finds the tight end. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, what a move! Gets away from one, finds room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. It's caught downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Nittany Lions are threatening in the red zone. Give to the back. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route, and good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just... He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the set.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Quarterback will audible. They'll try to get the first through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. They'll run the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking for room. It's Beatty. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he intercepts it. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience and bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Might be looking to run. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Fast motion from the offense. quick touch pass to the receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin' Cajun offense headed to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
They'll run it from the gun. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting over this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got his man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Now on the option, the pitch, and that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Ragin' Cajuns will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're going to open this drive with a pass. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Pena. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Running his way right away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead at half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 7 over LSU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
Right here, one time.
He's going to pass. He's going to run it. Get all you can, then get down with the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He lets one fly deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets to return on the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Handoff from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line.
Right place, right time. Linebackers are usually big physical guys you see play the run a lot. Hard to get 2 interceptions in a game. Special player making special plays.
To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. the Louisiana offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably...
Running toward the tape. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? First down here for the offense. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quarterback checking off. On second down, they'll take to the air. Moving out of the pocket. Finds his tight end. On the move at the 30. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him. Or if I'm near him working away, nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places. He can throw him the football. But the screen game's a bit...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Third and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on third and long and get tackled and run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT. It's kind of like a punt.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Oh, it's a reverse. Hard running there. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Penn State! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin Cajun offense headed to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Louisiana.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Lining up with a PAT. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce.
He's loose. The 40. Running inside the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 24 over Michigan State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Off the RPO, complete. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Pena. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Ragin Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. In fact, and here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown pass. Penn State.
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? Drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback, sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Throws to the tight end. Finds his man enough for the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. On the option. He'll pitch it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Here's the fly sweep. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Nittany Lions will try to convert on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. The offense set for a first down play. The receivers often will run run their route based on a side adjustment. They're bringing heat. Fires a ball. Now it's picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Fakes his man out. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
And you gotta love it. Get the ball to your playmakers any way you can. Use their speed to your advantage. Nice job handing them the football, getting the speed to the outside to have a successful play.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on first down. Finds space on the right. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And listen, when you've got a receiver like this who's so good off the line of scrimmage, you can run a fade route at any point of the field. It's not just down in the red zone. If he's pressed man, let him use his quickness, stab inside, get back to the boundary and make the play.
Unloads to the wide out. Got a man in the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And Dave, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up.
A shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ragin Cajun. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will... It's a live ball. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin Cajun offense headed to the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Here comes the offense on second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
It's a fly. Tight end getting And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Ragin' Cajuns with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion.
Touchdown, Cajun! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. They're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. They want to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the team as they trim more off of that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving on the year for him.
Using his legs to buy some time. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
This is so a Jesse call. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot in the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, bro.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses will just boom in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast